Hello, it's your girl Michelle Hope Walker. Welcome to Michelle Hope Walker Speaks. Oh my gosh, so much going on in the news, but one of the key things is I want to tell you, Mayor of New York City, Bill de Blasio, I support you. I support you. I really don't like the police union, police benevolent union, turning their back on you and he talking about the blood is on your hands. No. To me, what they're trying to accuse you of is racist and discriminatory. Because if you have a biracial son and, if you're a biracial son, first of all, we all know if you got any drop of black or color in you and you walking out here on these streets, you are seen as of color. African American, Latino, something you seen as of color. And that's point blank. And, I think that it is good that you were letting them know that you go through the same. Obama has done the same thing where he lets them know if he had sons, what he would feel like he would have to go through, and things he went through. So really it's no different. And for them to point out to make it seem like you caused this, no, you didn't, Mayor, no, you didn't cause that. No one caused it. That was something that this individual man decided to do. Has nothing with the march and the movement. Matter of fact, y'all know how we are, some of us trying to be like, who is he? What? We don't claim him. You know what I'm saying? So no. So this is an individual person that decided to do this. Okay? That's one thing we got. This is not part of the peaceful movement that's been going on. Not a part of it. And the police union, to me, they're trying to make it seem like it's a part because they don't like the marches. But also I want to tell you, Mayor Bill de Blasio, I like that you allowed the people to march. When I would see those New York marches and the mass numbers of people, and it was peaceful, and, it felt empowering that you supported that, because you're right, we do have a right. We have a right to do peaceful marches. Out here in LA, we were at times been able to march, but then sometimes they started locking people up, so people were afraid to get out and march. And I was like, wow, but look at New York. And look at how their mayor is really supporting their right to get out and march. And don't get me wrong, then LA, they did begin to let us do more mass marches. But, so I think that's awesome that you support people. And also, and I heard them saying on the news, a lot of it's just politics. A lot of things just is playing politics. This is not the time. Don't play politics at the expense of all lives matter and at the expense of good people that are standing up for things that are right and continuing to tell everybody that all lives matter. I don't like that. I really feel like that's racist. Talk about the blood on the mayor's hands. Are you for real? This man was just talking, the mayor was just talking basically about the stuff that his son has to go through. And he's right. And then who was this that came up with, the past mayor, somebody seemed to be talking about that his son, the mayor's son would have less chance of being killed by a police officer than killed by some. No, that's not true. I don't know where you live in, but it's African Americans and people that look African American that are getting killed out here on these streets by police. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I support police. I have brothers police. I went out to be a police officer, made lists, so I support police. We have a lot of good police. But we also have some that are not good. And we need to pull back the covers on that. Don't try to cover up for each other. I don't like that. That's not right. We're talking about humans and humanity. And it is not right for the police to be killing people needlessly. It's not right. And so, yes, the march must continue. And then when I heard, the governor talking about, well, cool off time on what? Because they ain't cooled off on killing, the police ain't cooled off in various places on killing people, and they shouldn't be killing them. Again, not all police are killing people, but there still are some that are. And it goes back to the bottom line, like the mayor, Bill de Blasio, was talking, we have a right to march. We have a right to march. We're not hurting anybody. We're just marching and standing up for what we believe in. And it seems like the police in New York are against that, which police, you make yourself look suspect. Not all of you, but those are talking about, he put our lives in jeopardy. I don't feel like he put your lives in jeopardy. From peaceful marchers, he didn't put your life in jeopardy by explaining that he can relate because he has to deal with the same thing with his son. Because all those African Americans and people of color have had to have the talk with our kids. Because we know a lot of time when the police see us, they don't look at us that we're good citizens and that we're not going to do anything. Either they look at us like we're about to do something or like we've done something, all because of the color of our skin. And that is real. So we're not going to play these games of like this doesn't happen. We all know it happens, and that's why we're all out here marching. So I mean, that's bad politics, you know. So police union out there in New York, you trying to play politics, that's bad politics. And it really makes you all look bad. It really does. Because this is a good mayor that was supporting the public, supporting good citizens that are out there standing up for their rights, and then discussing his family. So guess what? Y'all don't care about his family? So he can't talk about his son? Really? Are you personal? He can't talk about the challenges that his family face. And really? Oh my gosh. That's, you know, you all really sound very racist, police union. You really, at least your leader. I don't know, I haven't talked to all yet, but that leader, you know, and from what it sounds like, that there's politics and there's other things you all don't agree with, which again, Mayor Bill de Blasio, I think that's awesome that you were coming into office stopping that stop and frisk. So what is the police you want to be able to discriminate and racial profile, and you're mad because Mayor Bill de Blasio isn't letting you? I don't know. I mean, I feel like majority of your police officers out there on the New York are good, you know, but you got these leaders. You all need to watch who you're voting in to lead your police union, because he's not letting he's not helping y'all look good at all. You know, if there's other issues for why they're mad at the mayor, then you automatically, then those need to come out. But sitting there talking about because he discussed the challenges that his son will have from being biracial. Sometimes when are y'all mad because, you know, he's had relations with African American female? I mean, I don't know. I mean, you know, it just sounds very racist to me. You know, on how y'all doing, because how can you get mad about him talking about the challenges that his son is going to have to deal with, you know, and that he has to warn his son, just like all of us African Americans and people of color have to warn our kids and teach them, you know, how to handle themselves around the police, because the police get very trigger happy around people of color. Now, again, not all police. I always got to put that out there, because as soon as you say something, you know, it's amazing on how people want to take what you say and turn it around in negative. Like, well, you don't like, no, I love police. I think because they help keep me safe. But we do have some police, and we all know this, you know. So that's the thing when people want to be like, well, it ain't all. We know it's not all police, but we know there are some police out there, and you police officers, y'all working with these police, y'all know which ones get trigger happy and that are racist and discriminatory against minorities. You know what I mean? Y'all be knowing yourself. But I know everybody trying to cover each other, but you know that covering each other, it's time out for that, because it's not right. And I'm glad that the mayor of New York is open and willing to let the people march and do their movement. They're not doing anything wrong. And no, you are not. That's why I got online and I talked about that. They were going to try to relate what this man did with the march, because they don't want the march. And I still remember someone out there in New York, I don't know if it was a comedian or somebody, was talking about, oh, well, they're not going to march for too long. They'll get tired. But see, they seen we ain't got tired and we still marching. Now it's trying to come up with another reason to try to stop the march. No, what you need to do is look at that police training and make sure you're not training your police to look at African Americans as, you know, the criminal and the negative target, because we're not. We are not. Just because a person is black don't mean they've done something wrong or they're about to do something wrong. It shouldn't be that when you see our color, all of a sudden we're a threat. All of a sudden we're Incredible Hulk from our color. Really? Incredible Hulk was green. Anyway, you know, it's just like amazing. It's just like so amazing. And then it's amazing that throughout all the conversations you heard on the news, throughout all the research, for people to still seem like they are so just blind to it, you know, that they just don't understand. Really? Why don't we let you be black for a day, and especially in a poor neighborhood, and let you experience some things. I'm telling you, living African American, living anybody of color, so that's African American, Latino, Indian, that's all of us. I mean, you know, it's challenging. Now, if you have some money, it may be a little bit better, but sometimes too, if they can't see your money when they see you, they just see that you of color, and they still try to pull stuff on you too until they realize, oh, this one got money. We can't mess with that one. You know, just little crazy stuff like that. But police union, y'all need to fall back, because that little mess y'all doing, that looks so racist. It does not look good at all. It does not look good. And kudos to the man. And that little petition y'all trying to pass around, that's racist. You gonna oust the mayor out for what? He had nothing to do with this man coming there doing that. No, y'all do y'all job. Your job is to help serve. That's what the police job, to help serve us. We pay your salary. Our tax dollars pay your salary. So therefore, you are supposed to help protect all of us, not just who you choose and want to protect, but all of us. And so you protect all of our rights. So therefore, we have a right to protest. We have a right to march. And you are to protect that right. Long as we're not doing that to each other. I mean, sure, some of you, I'm tired of being out here and I'm tired of, I don't know, it's your job. I don't know, find another job then, sign up for something else. But it surely is not the mayor's fault for what happened to these officers. We're saddened by what happened to these officers, but their blood is now in his hands. Oh, no, unless you're trying to say something else, but then you need to talk about other things. But as far as trying to say that the blood is on his hands because he talked about that his son is biracial and that his son is going to have challenges may have challenges with police because he is biracial, or because the mayor is supportive of citizens being able to march. If those are the only excuses y'all coming up with for why you saying the blood is on this man's hands, y'all need to fall back. No, you are playing politics, and that's just me. That's me. And I don't know who are these people signing this petition? Who are these people signing this petition? And you all watch it. Don't be so easy to just fall for stuff. Oh, we'll sign this. And no, don't be signing nothing. You read it first. People put paper in my, I'm not going to signing nothing. Because sometimes they don't put the big picture up there. They just put the little piece that they think you're going to agree with and have you sign or something. Don't be too quick signing stuff, New York. You got a good mayor. At least from the point of the racial, trying to keep the racial peace, I really feel he's a very good mayor. Now, that police union spokesperson y'all been having on the news, that's the one y'all need to watch. Y'all need to watch him. So, this Michelle Hope Walker, I just had to put that out there because Mayor Bill de Blasio, I'm for you. You know what I'm saying? You keep doing what you're doing. In America, world, support him. Send in your tweets, get there and march, support him. No, if they want somebody resignation, that police union president, he need to resign. Because the stuff he don't realize, and that's what I say, people need to research racism and discrimination. Because basically what he's saying sounds so discriminatory, so racist. It just, because again, the test is, now if it was another mayor talking about their child and the child wasn't biracial, the child didn't have color to him, would he really be, would the police union president really be, making such a big deal on that statement or things? I don't know. I mean, it's just, it don't sound right. Something just is not right. And they're saying, there's some other things been going on with the police department and mayor, but it sounds like to me the mayor just been trying to help, make sure people's civil rights aren't violated. And this police department, I don't know, they just want to violate people's rights. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. I know as a police officer, certain tools you want to be able to have to be able to pick up people, the criminals who are actually, doing some crimes. And even then, you're not supposed to be roughing them up or hurting nobody. You're just supposed to go pick them up and then supposed to, hold them in the cell, until they go to court and stuff like that. So this, I don't know, this thing the police got to rough folks up because they've done wrong. I don't know. I'm just... so I support the police. I do. What's his name? Pat Lynch. I think they say his name is Pat Lynch. But so I'm for police. I'm for the police. I have to make sure I say that, because then you don't like, no, I like the police. But I can tell you, this little police union, what's his name, Pat Lynch or something like that in New York. Wow, you gonna really put yourself on blast like that and let us all know you racist and discriminatory? Because that's what you're looking like now. So if that's not you, you need to, come up with something different of what you're saying. Because again, saying that the mayor caused this by supporting the marchers and by discussing the challenges that his biracial son is going to have, that sounds very discriminatory for you to try to say just because he did those things that he caused this shooting. And the marchers ain't caused us standing up for our rights. We haven't caused this. This is just something that a man did. Hey, you know what I'm saying? That's something that he did. It is what it is. It's sad that that's what happened. But and New York City, support your mayor. Please support your mayor because he really looked like he's looking out for the poor people, the people of color, and the common folks. It looks like he's looking. I don't know. The police got to get more definitive on their point because it's just not looking good. But anyway, so this is your girl, Michelle Hope Walker. Have a blessed day. Stay prayed up, though, because like I say, God know everything, so we stay prayed up. But you can call me at 323-338-6580. You can follow me on Twitter, Hope_speaks. Google search me, Michelle Hope Walker Speaks. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Michelle Hope Walker Speaks. And, again, my sympathy and my remorse goes to the family of the officers. We don't want to see no lives lost, and there are a lot of good cops. But I do support Mayor Bill de Blasio, and so far from what I'm hearing on what he's been trying to do, and I am not for that police union spokesperson who keeps, want to turn the back on the mayor. And I mean, it's like, I don't get it. What do you want to do to the people then? You want to hurt the people? Is that what it is? But I support you, Bill. So, get out there and do your thing. New York, support them. They got these little petitions around. I'm trying to figure out who is signing that petition. So is that all the racist people signing that petition? I don't get it. But anyway, I'm your girl, Michelle Hope Walker, but I had to speak on that because that got discrimination and racism all on it. Just like all sprinkled all on it, So, and it's not, if the police union is not being racist or discriminatory, I don't know. He needs to explain himself a little bit better. And like I said, if there's other issues, which I can understand, there's other issues, maybe they may be mad about the mayor, but they need to talk about that. But they don't need to try to use this issue to play politics. It's not the time for that. It's not. That's why we're experiencing this now. Because some police officers have played politics. They know their partner is wrong. They know their partner is racist and racial profiling and doing stuff they ain't got no business doing. But they don't say nothing. They scared to say something, or they won't say nothing, trying to cover up everything. We don't need no more politics with the police. That's the last thing we need. That's how our kids have been getting killed, is through the politics of the police. We don't need that. We just need police to be police and serve and protect us, all of us. That's what we need the police to do. And so you all have a blessed day. And, hey, whatever your part is on contributing and getting out there, showing support, because all lives matter. All lives matter. And we got to stay in this movement because we are tired. We're tired, basically. We're tired. And so we're standing up and we're marching and we're speaking and we're going on social media. And, we got to stand up. We got to march. We got to get to our meetings. We got to, and support your good cops. Like I say, the cops that are supportive of the community, tell them, thank you. I seen some officers when I was on my way to church. And I said, I just want to tell y'all thank you. Because the ones that are good, that are working with the community, we want to tell them thank you. It's not them we trying to, for some of them it's sad. Some of them it's just been the way they train. So that's why we got to get to that training. How are these officers being trained? They need to be trained and have diversity training. So when they see African American, they don't just automatically, they up to something. Let's follow them. Really? Well, you following me, you got all these other races over here doing all kind of stuff, but you figure they ain't doing nothing. You don't just automatically assume they doing something based on their color. So you following me and I ain't doing nothing, and they doing everything, but you so focused on me, you don't even see what they doing. Really? Okay, you all know I can go on and on talking about this. So, but key thing is, New York Mayor of New York, Bill de Blasio, keep doing your thing. Y'all support him. Because he's really trying to help the citizens have their rights, okay? And exercise their rights. Cooling off period. We ain't kids. We grown. I mean, it's kids in the march. But we grown, tell us to cool off. And they ain't cooling off on killing our kids. They ain't cooling off. And it's not everybody that's killing our kids. But what I'm saying, these officers are still doing it. I know, it amazes me too. After Trayvon, after Brown, after Gardner, after all the, on the news today, it's another incident or something. So... I'm like, do these people not hear about this? Or, I don't know, but, so we're taking that stand. We're taking that positive, peaceful, I'm going to say that, peaceful stand, because people try to twist your words up. a peaceful stand, not hurting nobody, but just being able to stand for what we believe in, to march, to get to speak at our public meetings, and we got to deal with race. Some people don't want to deal with race. They talk about everything but race. I'm saying something about race. First thing they do is get defensive. Well, sometimes that's just how you respond to the whole issue of race. Sometimes this is discriminatory racism. I mean, it's like, okay, y'all. I gotta close it out. But anyway, so you all support the mayor of New York. This is your girl, Michelle Hope Walker. Keep doing what God called and told you to do. Stay prayed up.